Yeah. Yesterday, we went through analytic application. So we understood what is analytic application, what is the difference between story and analytic application, what is the flexibility we are going to get when we create one analytic application using Analytics Designer. So yesterday I said we'll go through planning application today. So I have created one planning application based on comments functionality using Analytics Designer. Let's go through this comment functionality, how one planning application can give flexibility in the comments, right? And we will go through the demo. We will execute that in the system. Yeah. So let's understand the use case of planning application. Yeah, before understanding use case of planning application, I want to give one good example in BPC. Right? Most of us know BPC standard. In BPC standard, when we were doing capital expenditure planning or manpower planning, in capital expenditure planning, we need lots of comments. So for example, if one cost center is going for one particular laptop, they want to buy for the next year. They want to plan for that laptop. When they were planning that laptop, they want to write what company they want, HP, Dell, what company they want, and what configuration they want, what GB of RAM they want, what the hard disk they want, whether they want touch screen or not. So when we plan for a particular asset or a particular laptop, I need to describe what I want. So in BPC standard, we used to give that particular functionality. We have some EPM comment functionality. So whenever against that particular asset, the user writes some in particular cell, they can write the details whatever they want, and using EPM comment we can store that one, and later we have to create some reports, comments reports, so that comment reports will be shared with the people who are all responsible for the purchase. When we talk about manpower planning, when any cost center or personal area planning for the FTE, so they have to explain, the performer has to explain, he wants 3 FTE and the reason, the job and position, all those things we need to tag it. So they should explain why they want 3 FTE, who are all going to retire, and what is the purpose. So they want to explain that one, and so that they want to use it in a comment functionality. So when we have a comment functionality, we can store that one. So in SAC, whatever we were doing in BPC standard, capital expenditure planning or manpower planning, all those comment functionalities available, and SAC planning is more flexible when you compare with BPC standard. So if you remember earlier, we used to talk like BPC standard very good in comments. So that's the main point in BPC standard. We used to, it's very flexible to create the reports that EPM add in, and also the comment functionality very good in BPC standard. That's what the SAP used to sell that particular product based on those points. So now if you observe the SAC planning, the same comments functionality, whatever we were doing in BPC standard, all those things are available, plus more flexibility when you talk about these comments in SAC planning. So in SAC planning, when you want to do capital expenditure planning or manpower planning, you are going to use planning application. All right, you might ask me, why can't I use a story for this particular comment for a particular comment. So when you create a story, in the story you have a cell comment in cell comment option, so you can right click on the cell, particular data cell, and you can give the comment available. You can also, recently they added, you can also add one comment widget, right? In the comment widget for a particular context, for a particular filter, you can add the comments. That's also available. But
yeah, Kiran.
Yes.
Comment means, do you mean we need to add the reason, right? Why we are
correct. Why we are planning that? So, for example, why we are planning for the laptop, why we are planning the manpower, these many numbers. So we need to explain for the see. Always planning is a workflow, right? So now I am the performer. There will be a reviewer, right? Whether that may be SAC planning or BPC planning, right? So as a performer, I explain why I want this particular asset, right? Performer means as a planner, I explain and I will submit that one, and the reviewer should see that comment so that he can approve or reject. Right. So yeah, go ahead.
So in analytical apps, you can also put the comments.
Exactly. So the same functionality, whatever we were doing in CapEx and manpower, using analytical applications, you can do that. Even in stories, you can do that, right? Not that flexible. So only, as I said, like cell comments possible, and this comment widgets also there. But if you want to write in a cell, for example, here if you see enter comment, right? This is a text box. Here I am going to enter the comment whatever I want.
It's very blur, Kiran.
Yeah. So I will show it. Yeah, I understood. I will show it in the system itself.
Okay.
All right. So okay, let me show it in the system here. So when we check in the comment application here, it's very flexible like this. Here you have a comment, you can see enter comment here. You can enter a comment here, you can add the comment here, but the same thing is not available in story, right? That's what I'm coming to planning application. Some things are possible with stories, but if you want some complex requirements, then you have to go with planning application, like analytical application. You have to go through the planning application. Let's understand this particular planning application. This is a planning application. If you see this one, this has been created using some code, right? The code can be you can easily understand. So I added, this is analytical application. Here we have canvas, panels, yeah, and some tables. So this is chart widget, this is table widget. Yeah, we have some variables also, some script objects also to read the numbers and all those things. So comments, if you see in normal story, let's say first in a particular normal story, whether how the comments are available, then we'll come to the planning application. What are the extra benefits you are going to get? So let's open one story. So this is the story. See, you can observe story symbol is different. Analytical application is different. So in this story, this is my my table. If I want to add some comment, I can right click here, right, and I have add data point comment. So when you add something for a particular data cell, it may be a widget, it may be a chart widget, it may be a table. We call it as data point comment. So when you add a data point comment, right, so I added a comment here. So here you will get the details of, when you keep your cursor here, you will get the details of this comment. So the story, you can give the cell comment, data point comment, and also you have one more option. When in the story, you can go here. There is a widget, right? So this is the widget, comment widget. So you can add a comment widget. In the comment widget, you can, it's an individual widget. So it's whatever you enter here, based on this particular context, it is going to store. For example, I have its version actually selected, or account all expenses are selected. So you can select the account whatever you want. For example, kilowatt hours, and you want some more filters like what is the cost center you are tagging to. Yeah. So here you can add a comment here. Comment. So widget comment, right? So the thing is here, when you add a comment, so for example, I'm going here. I'm just saving this one. So when you are viewing this story, yeah, here I can see the comment. So when I keep my cursor, I can see the comment. So very good, right? So and also you have the comment whatever in the comment widget. This is also available. Now I want to give a comment for a particular cost center. How can I give the cost center for a particular cost center? So there again I have to go to edit. Right, and here I have to select this thing, and I have to go to the designer, and I have to add a filter here, and I have to select the cost center. Which cost center you want to give the comment, you have to select that particular comment cost center, and you have to come back again, yeah, and you have to give the comment. So basically some work is involved. If the same comments, if I want to add it, so for example, if I give a drop down box here for the cost center, if I give a cost center drop down, so the user can select the cost center from the drop down box, and whatever cost center is selected here, whatever the comment he is giving in this particular comment widget, that should be stored against that particular cost center. So that's the linkage I want. That's the flexibility I want. So in stories, it is not possible. Why? Even first thing, in the stories, drop-down boxes are not allowed. Right? So then I have to go for planning application. Now the same thing, if you see, I developed one planning application. Right? So in this planning application, we have all varieties. I mean, whatever the maximum possibilities with the comments I added here. So you have widgets based comments first thing. Widget based comments. So this is a widget. Chart is a widget. I can add a comment for this widget. So I can go to more. I can add comment. So first comment, first widget comment. I'm just writing like this. Add comment. So this is one way, which we saw in the story also. This is possible. Now, what is the extra functionality I have given here? I have a button. I have a button. So you see this icon, right? If you want to disable, enable comment mode, you can disable and enable comment mode. So, for example, it is now enabled. You can disable it. You can disable it here, right? So when you want to see that particular icon, you just click on this. You can enable it. Now, this is widget-based comment. Another way of comment is data point comment, which we were looking at. In this particular cell, you can enter comment at the product group level or at a product level. So I have a comment here. So alcohol, when I expand, so this is a product group. I can give the comment at this level, or I can give the comment at the group level. For example, I want to give a comment for my water. So I have a water product. So I select this data cell. So here I have given a flexibility which is not possible in story, right? The flexibility is you can select this particular 1.08, whatever is there. You enter the comment here. So what they are going to enter? So first data cell comment for water, right? So this way you cannot enter comments in stories. Planning application you can do that. So once you enter, so you can enter whatever the story you want to write, you can write it here. Comment you want, you can write it here, and you can click on add comment. So when the comment is added, right, in stories what we are doing, you have to keep your cursor here, then it will show like, okay, what comment you added. Now here the flexibility is I have created one panel here. Whatever comments you entered here, those displayed here in the this particular panel. See, first data cell comment. You can add one more. So for example, you can select here, you can add one more comment here. Let's say second data cell comment for water. For the same product, I'm adding one more comment. So the thing is, I'm displaying what are the comments relevant to this particular water product, and also I can see a text box here which will show who entered the comment and the time. What is the comment entered? This also here is displaying. So when with the data cell I can see all the comments applicable, and I can have a text box where I can enter the comment, and I can add that particular comment. And one more functionality here I have given, if you want to delete the comment. So basically what you have to understand here, when you use planning applications, you can use buttons, right? You can write your code within the button. Now I don't want second data cell comment for water. I can select this one, I can delete this comment. So when I delete this comment, it should delete this particular text also. So let's see. So it's deleted. Now only first data cell comment is available. And then next comment functionality, what we were talking about, custom widget, comment widget. Now I have a comment widget here. This comment widget, I link it to a product, right? So if you use a story, you cannot have a linkage between your drop down box with your custom widget, comment widget. Now I can select a particular, so for example Coca-Cola. So Coca-Cola is selected, right? And the comment gross margin is the key figure, and product for actual. So I'm just writing here increase. So remember, see, if you observe here, this is Coca-Cola product, yeah? Increase gross margin for cola. So to increase that one, you increase the sales or decrease the expense, whatever the way. We want to increase the gross margin for cola. So now I'm adding the comment here. So click on add comment. Now the flexibility you are going to get here, it is tagged for a product. My table is linked with a product, right? So where is this cola? We just need to, so just refresh this one. So the refresh is going to basically see here the cola. If you select this one, whatever you have written here, this updated in this particular data cell comment, and you can also see who is what is this particular comment and the details of that particular comment. So when you compare with, you can see the difference between story and planning application. So but I use some scripting here, right? So I use some scripting here with the scripting, that's what we planned in this particular training. So we are going to understand how this scripting should be done. So this will be very useful when you are doing capital expenditure planning or manpower planning. As I said yesterday, stories, yes, low and medium complex planning application, planning templates, you can use it. But if you want more flexibility, we have to go with analytic application, planning application. So This is what one simple demo I planned for this particular comments functionality.